While she was on the ground, the defendant kicked her on the left side of her body and struck her on the shin and below her knee. The defendant also
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Good morning, Mr. Garcia.
Good morning.
Sir, you were charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause.
On November 29, 2024, officers responded to a call for service made on November 28, 2024. The complainant called and stated the defendant, who she was in a dating relationship with for 2 years, was sitting outside her apartment. The officer met with the defendant before the complainant, who stated he saw the complainant talking to male friends, which made him upset. The defendant stated he approached the complainant and slapped and pushed her. The complainant stated that she was in the kitchen when the defendant suddenly became angry. The defendant approached her and slapped her on the left cheek, which caused her pain. The defendant proceeded to push her on the ground and then punched her on the left arm above her elbow area. While she was on the ground, the defendant kicked her on the left side of her body and struck her on the shin and below her knee. The defendant also struck the complainant in her abdomen, which knocked the wind out of her, and the officer observed a red and purple bruise on the complainant's arm and other redness consistent with an assault.
What an absolute piece of garbage.
See if he's on probation or parole at this time, please, Alex.
I'll see, Your Honor.
Mr. Garcia, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case, and I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Garcia looks like he's about halfway through the process of changing into a werewolf.
I want you to understand something, Mr. Garcia, that I'm going to protect every person in this county. And if I have to take you down, dragging, kicking, and screaming, and
As you are turning into a werewolf.
putting your butt in jail to protect everyone, I'll do it in a heartbeat. If I need to make your bond $50,000, $150,000, $10 million, I'll do it in a heartbeat to protect every single person. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You are not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, likewise, you will go to jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Sir.
And Your Honor, he's not on probation at this time.
There is a protective order that has been issued in this case. I would get to know it. If you violate this protective order, the state can and will file a violation of protective order. It's one of the worst cases you can pick up. You violate conditions on a VPO, I can hold you at no bond, zero bond, and I'll do it in a heartbeat. Do you understand? Take care in my free world, because if you don't, I'm going to take it away from you.
Yes, sir.
It's been alleged that he strangled her with a padlock and on a chain, crushed her in a bear hug, headbutted her, and...
God, I hate these pricks.
Good evening, sir. Can I get your full name? All right, sir. So you are here this evening for an initial appearance relating to domestic violence charges involving allegations of aggravated assault, strangulation, and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument. What we're going to do, sir, is we're going to talk about your next court dates, and we're going to determine release conditions. I have read the probable cause statement. I have also seen the recommendation from the county attorney's office. The county attorney is recommending a $100,000 bond. Did you wish to be heard further?
Yes, Your Honor. The allegations here are absolutely terrifying. This individual is alleged to have beaten a partner to within an inch of her life. Bruised throat, damaged lung, gash under the eye, bruised forehead, bruised chin, scratched knee. It's been alleged that he strangled her with a padlock and on a chain, crushed her in a bear hug, headbutted her. And we're a solid $100,000 on this one, Your Honor. This person is an imminent and ongoing threat. The Form 4C is solid high risk. Plus, we have the established science about the increased level of lethality when there's previous instances of strangulation. Your Honor, the state fears for the victim's life if this person is not held on at least $100,000.
Understood. Ms. Kelly, did you wish to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor. He's a lifelong resident of Tucson with ties to the community. He's previously been connected with Cornerstone Behavioral Health and can receive services through them. I'd ask that the court set the bond at $50,000.
All right, I am concerned by the information that was presented in the interim complaint, and I understand that they are allegations at this point. I am also concerned by the prior domestic violence history. Sir, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to hold you on a $200,000 cash or secured bond. If you post that bond, you will be supervised by pretrial services. If you post that bond, you are not to possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. You're not to possess any firearms or weapons. You are not to commit any acts of domestic violence. Now, whether or not you are in or out of custody, you are not to have any contact with the victim in this case. No contact, sir, means no contact. I cannot stress that enough. That means any and all forms of contact. It means in-person, text, cell phone, third-party, social media app, whichever one is the rave these days. You cannot have contact with her. You can also not return to the incident location. In case I didn't mention it previously, I am appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you. I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing on October. That's all for this evening. You're excused.
Hello, it's me, the one and only. I would like to welcome back my subscribers and say hello to the new guys. I wanted to use this moment for the new guys to ask them to subscribe to my channel. I know that you would hear that from everyone that has a YouTube channel. They include crime channels. And since there are so many, I wanted to give you one of the reasons why subscribing to my channel is a good idea. When you choose to watch court cases, you are taking a chance that the case is going to be worthy of the spending of your time on it. And when you select a case, you are wanting to be entertained by what the judge says and how they say it, and anything else which is unscripted, as that is the entertaining part. The problem is that to get to the entertaining part, you have to go through the mandatory scripted parts. Here at OTR, I don't want my subscribers watching boring, repetitive, mandatory readings into the record.
State, compliance with discovery, proceeding on the indictment as presented. Did you sign it in all the appropriate? And if you have a right to jury trial or right against him, plea bargain page, did you review that 9352? Is that the plea? Understand it, sign it in all witnesses' statements and police or stipulations. Court will
And that is why I edit all that boring stuff out, so that my subscribers know when they click the mouse on my episodes that the time they spend with me is a decision well made on time well spent. So I ask the new guys, why not subscribe to OTR and spend your time hanging out with me and my subscribers, as we are the guys that don't have any time to waste. And to see what I mean, I've placed an episode up on screen, so take a look and see exactly what I mean. And the next time you're watching a case and hear that mandatory stuff, you'll remember that other channel you subscribe to doesn't leave that boring shit in.